Many of us rely on our cars every day, whether it's to get to school or work or whatever it may be.
That's right. A hot topic these days and one many ponder all the time. Should I buy or lease a new car? In tonight's Your Wallet Report, we take the idea for a spin and break down the pros and cons for each. All right, let's put this story into high gear and get right to it. So you're thinking about getting a new car. Should you lease or buy? We're going to start with leasing, which is usually a 3-year contract. The upside to leasing? Well, we talked to Scott Stream of Honda of Lincoln. He says on average, you pay $100 to $150 less a month compared to buying and financing a new car.
Not only in the monthly payment, but also in the upfront costs when you first lease the vehicle. You do not pay sales tax. When you go down to the DMV, you just pay the registration fee. So you can save, depending on the vehicle, thousands of dollars up front.
That's because you're not paying back any principal. You're basically just borrowing the car and paying the difference between its brand new value and what it's expected to be when the lease is over. As far as a downside to leasing, well, some manufacturers do require money down during the lease signing. And you better keep an eye on your mileage during that 3-year term.
The biggest con I would probably say is that you technically never own the vehicle because you're leasing the vehicle. There are mileage limitations on a lease, anywhere from $10,000 a year up to $15,000 per year.
And it can cost you if you go over the allotted miles. In fact, on average, 15 to 20 cents per mile. So if you drive to Omaha every day, for example, for work, or do a lot of traveling, leasing might not be for you. Now to the upside of buying a new car.
Pros of owning, well, the big part of it is the owning part of it. At some point, whether you pay cash up front for it or take out a loan, at some point you will own that vehicle and no more payments.
Plus, you can drive as many miles as you want, but as you know, that will likely have an impact on the value of your car if you ever want to sell it or trade it in. The downside, again, you'll have to pay taxes when you buy it, and like leasing, you may have to put some money down before taking it off the lot. Your loan payments are usually higher because you're paying off the entire purchase. And of course, the longer you own it, the more chances things can start breaking down.
And it gets to the point where you have to start putting money into your vehicle with repairs.
And a couple of other things to remember. Many times you need a pretty good credit rating to lease or to get favorable financing. If you are leasing, try and keep the car in good shape. Any excess wear and tear may cost you more after your lease is up. And while some manufacturers have an end-of-lease cost, you can also opt to buy the car for its remaining value. So before you get the keys to your new vehicle, do a little research, find out what option is best for you and your family. I was ready to take that car for a spin. It was nice. Yeah. Scott said when it comes to leasing, some people just like driving a new car every 3 years or so with that warranty and everything. He told me it's about 50-50 as far as who's leasing and who's buying. We have much more information on this. We're going to put it on our website, klkntv.com.